Hello to everyone who has joined the stream. Today we're gonna be playing a little bit of City Skylines. So this is my current city, and so far we've got some interesting developments that are going on. So yeah, started it off from the main road over here, and then branched out to this suburb. At one point had industrial area here, so people would go all the way from this side, cross over, come work this side. But a lot has changed since then, and now trying to have it become much more standardized. So yeah, the point of this stream, what I'm going to try to do with this let's play is I'm going to be looking at how to build Harare, which is the city that I currently reside in City Skylines, which is going to be a very interesting challenge to say the least, because the game has its own mechanics, and yeah, not exactly going to be a straightforward thing to do, but I guess before we get to the new city, let me just walk you through my city. Because yeah, I'll spend a long time without coming back to the city, at least for the part of this let's play. So as I mentioned, this is the main highway. This is how you enter. You've got two options: go right to another office area with suburbs, or go to, rather, that side is high density. This side is the suburbs area. So I've got some suburbs over here. I've got some garden areas that people can chill in. Also have some wind turbines over here that are generating power. These are water tanks so that people can have water. We also have some cleaning supplies. So this is your sewage and water treatment area. I don't know if the background music is too loud. At least it sounds too loud to me, so just going to tone it down a bit. So why City Skylines? Vas is asking why City Skylines. So I like City Skylines a lot. It's mostly a strategy game, So you start off with just a little bit of money, and you have to start building one residential area for people to come and live in, and then you also need to build shops. So you've got your supermarkets and stuff like that, and you also need places for people to go and work at. So all of those things pretty much have me like head over heels for City Skylines. I never thought I would like City Skylines as much as I ended up liking it. But the more I got into it, the more hours I put in, the more I discovered that, you know what, this is a pretty cool game on its own, though it's probably not for everyone. So yeah, plus the creativity. So for example, this is quite creative, right? So the city was hit by a meteorite at one point in time, and then this big hole was like created, and then I was like, what if you have like a tunnel system where people come in from like one side and they go underground and then they come out on top of like this crater, and then they can go back underground. So I did pretty much that. So here you kind of have like the cars coming and they disappear into the underground. I'd have to go road and then page down, so you can then see the underground tunnels. So they keep on going and going and going, and then next thing they pop up somewhere out there. So you've kind of like just gone from being on the ground to nowhere, and it's just like empty, and you're wondering, okay, how did the people travel between the two? So that aspect of City Skylines is also why I like it a lot. So the creativity thing, and as you can see, I'm kind of bullish about underground road networks. So over here I have another one that goes all the way around this main, or rather this new area that I'm building, which pretty much has high density buildings surrounded by high-tech offices. So you see they look all futuristic and nice. So high-tech offices that are surrounding just some high density suburbs over here. So back to the road. So you keep going underground and you can't see it, but if you just follow the cursor on the blue lines, it keeps on going. So here there's like a junction that's going to happen. So some of the cars will then go down there, but I haven't completed that because there's like a big wind turbine farm that I had created there, which I'll need to destroy at some point. So that's with that. But if you keep on going now with the road, you pass through these other wind turbines. Again, big fan of wind turbines. So renewable energy pretty much runs this whole city. I don't even know if it makes sense to call this whole thing one city. But that's a debate for another story. So you keep on going, and here you're following these. No, typical Zimbabwe. So electricity just went, and my laptop takes a lot of battery when I'm playing games, and I don't know how long the backup power that I have will last. But I guess let me just keep on going, and then we can start the new city and see how far it takes us. So you keep following. So there is an underground like road network over there that's like going, and it goes under a river even, and it keeps on going. How can I pause live streams? Oh, I think I can pause live streams. But you keep on going with the underground road network, and you get to this industrial area. So by the industrial area, you've got some farms over there. So people are like making whatever timber and stuff, and they export that. So that's exported by this cargo train that's over here. So the goods are then packaged, and the train will come, and it will take. I should have clicked play so that you can see the city in action even. So yeah, so that will happen. So the cargo train brings in the goods, and as you keep on going now past this forestry industrial area, I think that's a train. So there's a train that's coming. So this train is coming from another high density living areas. If we just follow it, we'll get to this high density living area. So the train comes here with some goods for the shops. So the shop trucks will come, they'll collect the goods, and they'll be servicing the people who live this side. And the people who live in this area are mostly the people who work in the forestry industry. So this is where they chill, and yeah. So that's what's going on here. We've got a sewage problem. Why do we have a sewage problem? Oh, it's just not. There's just not enough. There's not enough treatment, or it's clogging somewhere. Who knows? So I'll deal with that. I'll deal with that. So because we've got limited power, I am going to exit out of this beautiful mess of mine, the city that I built, and go on to start a new map. So if I quit to main menu. And a new game. And then, so when you're starting a new game in City Skylines, you get to choose a particular map. So there are different maps, and each map has different properties. So for example, natural resources will change depending on the map that you're playing on, as well as any outside connection that you have available to your city for you to export goods or import goods. So choosing a map is also very key as you're starting. And the other thing is, maps also differ in climate. So you will have, do I have one here? Unfortunately no. So I'd have to get the DLC, the DLC for the snow map. So there's a DLC for snow map, and in that map you have to deal with challenges of, okay, it's a really cold area. How am I going to get people to survive in this cold area? Because you've got heating issues that you now have to deal with, apart from just the general City Skylines pressures that it gives you. So I'm just going to pick. I want one that does not have like too much water. It all sounds like I want to have people live in a desert, but no. So I don't want to start off on a map that will have me having to build bridges right off the get. So I'm looking for one that's at least at least bigger land area to start with. I don't know, man. Let's just go with this one. If it does not work out, we'll figure it out what to do. So Eden Valley, this is going to be Harare, is it? So yes, as the stream title says, that's the plan for this let's play. I am going to be attempting to rebuild Harare as it is currently in City Skylines, and then get to see the dynamics of the game come into play, to see, okay, will people survive? Does Harare make sense in a City Skylines world? This is not too bad. It's not too bad of a map, really. Yeah, I've got some runway before I have to create a bridge over here to continue going on. I've got terrain there. I don't want to deal with terrain, but it's okay. Okay, so another question might be, so from which point of view am I going to be starting to build Harare in City Skylines? So I'll be starting from the point of view of Mount Pleasant Heights, because that's where I stay. So the easiest thing for me to visualize is to build with what I've seen for a sizable amount of time, and move along from that side, going along 2nd Street extension up until you reach the city center, so the CBD. So just going to start with that long stretch. So you just imagine this is Second Street, kind of. I was going to pretend this is Second Street in a way. So you keep going straight with it up until eventually you will reach town. So the first thing that I need is to build some roads, and I only have one option for a road because I'm starting, but as I progress I'll get more options, intersections, larger roads and the likes. So I've got one road, and I need an in and an out. So I need a way for people to get into the city and a way for people to get out of the city. Now the tricky thing about City Skylines when you're starting is you only have 70k. And this is a vanilla game, so there are no mods, no cheat codes, no nothing. You're playing it as it is. Farai, welcome to the stream, Farai. I have finally taken over the Texam channel with my City Skylines propaganda. So here I am. So the challenge is you've got 70k, and you're supposed to manage that to build everything that you need to build, or at least use your resources so efficiently that you don't run out of money. Because if you run out of money, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much game over. So the thing is, I need enough distance for the cars to pretty much have a runway before they get into the city. The next challenge that I'll have is I'll need an outlet as well. So there we go, 800 already spent. So I'm going to try to keep this separate, but I think I will do... Should I do a roundabout here? I don't have enough money for a roundabout, Rufaro. You can't start spending money like that. What do you think? What do you think, guys? Those who have tuned into the stream. Which way should we go? Oh, flip. Oh, damn. I have to restart. So the problem is, can I change this now? Where is it? Okay, let me see. So the issue is, in Harare we are left-hand drive, so I see this one. No, right-hand drive. Steering is on the right side. But on this side, you see the cars are mainly on the left when they're going out, so they're right, they're left-hand drive city. I need a city where the traffic flows from the left. So let me... For blow cash, dude. Can't blow cash. Yes, left-hand traffic. Is that the right way to put it? Harare. Yes, English is not my first language. Okay, bear with me. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if this traffic change that I did will make sense with what I needed to do. Oh, hi Rufaro. Yes, I'm also Rufaro. What a coincidence. Okay. Yes. So the way to get in, you're on the left side. That is what I want. How are you, Rufaro? So here I've just decided to have it pretty much be almost like a roundabout. So you come in that way, you keep on going, and then to get out, you get out through the other way. So I don't want people to then be like crossing over here, because you now have a lot of cars trying to turn on here. So I'm trying to improve that flow of traffic. You see, it's now I wouldn't say easy, but I now have a hang of the things I shouldn't do in City Skylines, just because got to play it a fair bit before we started this Let's Play. So here we are already using a lot of money just to build a place for people to live in. Would that improve anything for me? No, that will not. So the other thing you need to consider when you're playing City Skylines is each road that you create creates a zoning area. So you've got a couple of zones. So you've got residential, commercial, industrial, and then as you progress, you then have high density residential, high density commercial, and then you also get offices. So as you put roads, you see these tiles start to show up, and sometimes it might not make sense for you to, for example, put a road over here, because it won't create any new tiles for you. So you're essentially wasting money in a way. So that's also another thing to consider when you are creating your city and City Skylines. And then the next thing is 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't want to have houses like on the main road over here. So this is why I'm leaving as well a gap from the main road, so that no houses are created with their gates right on this main road that people will use. And then we have another road that people mainly use, which gets out of where they're staying from, and this is what they'll use to then go back all the way around to get outside of our city. Yeah, it would. It is, Rufaro. That's one of the great things about City Skylines is you get to one either rebuild something that you already know in real life, in a much like easier way. I'm not a graphic designer, but or someone who deals like with 3D software. But yeah, that's cool that you once tried that before. Even though you're saying yeah, it was a bit hectic to rebuild Harare in that app. So over here, I decided to leave some spaces so that I can then put shops over here, and the reason is so that the shops are closest to the main road. So you have the trucks come in, they'll deliver to the shops, and then they'll get out quickly instead of having to get way deep into the city for them to deliver their goods to the shops, the trucks that is. Let's see if I do another one. Oh yes, I need another 4 tiles and 4 tiles there. And then people also need a place to work at. So either I will do one moment. Well, sorry about that, someone's phone was ringing. Yes, someone was calling. So yeah, and yeah, it's on my phone, and I can't find the person, the owner of the phone, my brother. So yeah, where was I? Okay, so we just did the residential area over here. So the plan is to then have some shops in between here, and then now we were thinking about where will people actually go to work at. So either I'll do a straight road that comes from there, so people just come in, then they turn right if they're going to work, or they turn left if they're going home, or we are a left-hand driver, so left-hand turns are better than right-hand turns. Vas asks, are you going to name the roads in Mount Pleasant Heights, because this counting corners stuff is for birds. Phone yako ingeje iruguru iruguru. I've just lost my train of thought. Okay, I was saying, so left and right, left hand turns are better, but yeah, I'm not sure which way to go with City Skylines right over here. I think let's just do a straight one, and we see how it goes. Do I want to do just a straight one that connects all the way? But then I've wasted this road now. You see, I created this road, but now it's not going to be used for anything. Or let me have the industrial area be here, so that I justify me using that money that I used over there for the road. So the next thing is gonna be electricity. No, you can take it. I need something to generate power. Otherwise, all these people are pretty much gonna suffer without electricity. And it's almost like I'm playing City Skylines, Kim. The game I'm obsessed with. If no one knew. So power. This is the problem. You have to think a lot. So here I'm kind of forced when I'm starting to build it in this ad hoc way, even though this is not exactly how my neighborhood works. Because I just need the money to get to a position where I can then start to model it bit by bit until it looks exactly like it's supposed to look like in real life. So don't go like, Rufaro, you're lying to us. You said you're going to build Harare, and here you are, you're doing your own thing from your head over here. You know what? Let me put that there, and then I would do some pylons. So this is how the houses would then get electricity from that coal power plant. So coal generates more power than wind, so that's why I went with coal, even though it's not the best. And the other thing with wind, you have to position them in specific areas as well. So that's another really really important thing. And then last thing, water. I want to get flip what am I gonna do with sewage? Okay, down there. So water. Okay, fine. Let's do with sewage first. Sewage. The other thing to consider about sewage is, guys, what if I run out of money? I'm left with 30,000, and I don't know if my pipes will reach all the way to where my city is. Based on, yeah. So the thing with sewage, as you can see, the arrows, they point towards the flow of water, and you have to make sure that it's flowing the right way, especially if you're going to use the river as a source of water. Okay, I think we'll make it with our 38,000. I think we'll make it. I think we'll make it. So hunting to the Copacabana mdala. Yeah, that's the plan. Hopefully that it all works out. We'll end up having Copacabana over there. I wish you could then have like simulate water drain. The drain pumps out wastewater. Remember to water pumps, water tanks. Quick math. Okay. What was the question? The question was, yes, we want Copacabana. So hopefully we will get to have Copacabana, and someone asked something. Oh, Kudzi Alex, you were saying, Kuti, why am I obsessed with this game? Like, what do you mean? Like, who asks such a question? Like, how can you ask why someone's obsessed with City Skylines? It is the best game ever. Like, how is that a question we have to contemplate? 27,000. Alex might get her wish. I might run out of money over here. So thank you to everyone who has tuned in to the first episode of this Let's Build Harare. So Rufaro, you're asking how can I get the game. So the game is available on Steam. So you'd have to download this app called Steam. It's where you can buy games. And it goes on sale. So I bought it in December because they had a sale for Christmas. So that's when I managed to buy it and downloaded it. And once you own it, yeah, you can install it and start playing. It depends how much it is when you want to buy it, but generally it's either 25 bucks or it can drop to around 12 if there's a sale. And you might also need to get some extra you might also need to get some extra DLCs for you to be able to access other stuff in the game. So for example, if you want to focus on, so that's the stuff I haven't unlocked, but if you want to focus, for example, on education, there's a whole like DLC that you can like buy. And Farai, look at you promoting. Yeah, I shall keep quiet. But yeah, I guess that's another source that I wouldn't recommend it, because yeah, why aren't people coming? See, the problem is I already have this infrastructure, so I already have expenses, 200, 320, but no one's coming. Are they saying, oh yeah, okay, they're coming, okay. I was about to get worried, but are they saying my city is just not that attractive? Like, come on. They're still starting, I know, but we've got electricity, we've got water. Do we have water, actually? Yes, we do have water. We have sewage. And we have our first few residents. Where are they going to work? They need somewhere to work. they need somewhere to go to work. So same thing. The first 4 tiles we reserve them for any shops. And then I'll just do some industrial over here for people to go to work at. Come on, don't run out of money. That's my current fear, that I'll run out of money. Come on, humans, come on, get into the... No one wants to stay in Harare. By the way, there's no electricity. You see, it's now dropping frames. Those are the consequences of electricity going. Come on. Yeah, I wish, Farai, I wish you could, not Farai, Rufaro. I wish you could get the people to just work from home, but the mechanics of City Skylines, they still require people to go. You know what City Skylines should do? They should come out with a DLC for you to have a pandemic in the game, so you could then enforce a pandemic in the game and have everyone work from home. Not saying I would wish a pandemic on anyone, but hey, that would be how would get people to start working from home. Still not enough people? Are you serious? Do I need another road? Alex, your wish is gonna come true. I might run out of money. Don't let me run out of money, please. What's taking up the most resources? So expenses. Yeah, water and electricity. I am producing way too much water and way too much electricity consumption, production. So what I need to do, I need to drop the budget allocation for those two, because I'm spending way too much on water and electricity, and I just don't have a lot of people who are using that. And that needs electricity as well. My gosh. Hi Ngoni. So we're playing City Skylines. It's a city builder game, and I am looking at building Harare in City Skylines. So yeah, that's what's going on over here. So going to see how that works out, and hopefully I don't run out of money. So the biggest concern that I have right now is, see, I'm just spending money. Like people are not working. These people, they are lazy. They are coming to stay in the city, but they don't want to go work. That's a challenge for me now, because I need them to start generating income, otherwise all of this will not make sense. Then do that. Let's do another commercial over there. So the shops are the blue ones. So these ones are the shops, the blue ones, and here I'm also going to put probably another shop. So right now I am just doing it step by step, so that these people move in, they start living and generating some money, because right now we're still spending way more. Way more, and the biggest costs are still electricity. Because I'm generating way more electricity and water, because I'm generating way more than the people are using currently. So now there's a lot of demand for industrial areas. So over here you also see the bars which show you the demand for the different things that are needed in the city. So right now it's telling us that we need a whole lot more places to go work at. But the thing I'm still wondering is how come this is still not fully built out. If they need more places to work at, open the factories there first. Leave 1, 2, 3, 4. Left-hand driving, so I could do that. Yeah. Not too bad. Irbo. Come on, come on, come on. We are almost there. We're almost profitable. Let's break even. Let's break even. So it's a game of balancing resources. That's the other thing. So over here, we've got people wanting to move in, so I have to keep on creating more places for them to live in. At the same time, they want places to work at, so we create those for them. So there I have terrain. I can do that. I can also do that. And we are profitable. We're making $20, $40 every week. So we have successfully gotten out of losing money for the city. Okay, first step done. Now I need to think through the next steps for this city, because as you can see we have a lot of residential demand. Now the question is, from what we have here, how are we going to move it along? So you don't want to just be like building things all over the place. I did that my first city. I was just going crazy building everywhere, but we know better now. So when you're coming to my neighborhood, you come via 2nd Street and you have to take a right turn and you keep going straight. So let's assume you've come from the opposite. So you've come from Azoe, you take a left turn and you have to keep going straight, and then this will be the first left turn, and we need another left turn there, another right turn. If you're listening, you're probably mapping out where I stay, like, we're gonna find this guy, he's telling us the directions to where he stays. So actually this is not too far off in terms of the actual layout. So we have a left, there is a right, there's another right, 2 rights, and then a left, 2 rights, a left, and then we need another left somewhere over here. And then I quickly get into this mountain, okay. So if I'm going there, I'm going straight, and then This could then be Norfolk. Okay. So you're just gonna hear me then, like, thinking out loud what I'm thinking in terms of how to go about with this city. So if I join that, and then I can push those to the other side. Okay. Okay then, so I need to keep expanding this one. That's what I need to do. I keep expanding this one. There, straight. Go straight. I've got the shops somewhere there. Other things I need to move those. So there are 2 right turns before left. Two. Two. Let's go straight. Then continues like that. And then I'll need a curved road over there. Okay, so yeah, I'm just expanding the residential area for the people who want to come stay in our city. So that's what I was adding over there. So this is pretty much marking the neighborhood this side, so that I'll then be able to continue over here with 2nd Street, and we keep going Harare Drive and all of those other places. So I need to move. So the plan that I'm now trying to do is to move the industrial area that side to have it be this side, so that I create more area to just put in the normal residential area instead of having like an industry right close to where people are staying. And all of this is now possible because we have a little bit of cash now coming in. So I'll need some pylons for electricity to go from this side to the other side. Ah, look at that. We've reached a milestone, population milestone. So whenever you reach milestones, that's how you unlock new buildings and utilities or services that you can use in your city. So in this particular example, I have unlocked 440 population, so I get some healthcare stuff. Landfill, so that people can dump their garbage. Recycling center, I'll probably go for this. Renewable and stuff. Medical clinic, elementary school, community school. This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Also, this will need to then become a two-way straight road. Come on. That's the funny thing about City Skylines. All of these people are not complaining about garbage, but now because we've unlocked the garbage stuff, they're like, hey, we also deserve to get some of our garbage taken care of. I'm like, all this time you are silent? So almost about to finish this first episode. What I just want to do is complete the moving of these people who work, for them to start coming to work that side. So that is why I am killing this industry, or shutting down the industrial area that side. so that we move all the industrial area to this side so that we can build our houses and stuff in this area. Why not give them a little bit of some shops? Okay, so fantastic. So this is how far we have gone with our city so far. We've managed to start having a residential area that's going to shape up into a neighborhood, and here we're having a temporary industrial area. And then you can also check out your city stats. So let me just save this. This would be Harare. So save that. Well, that is a very steep graph. So our population pretty much grew from nothing to 450 something, and this is just before 1 year has finished. And it's starting in 2021. Oh, this is interesting. So same thing with our money. We had some and then dropped because we were building, and then we managed to start having an income, so we are now profitable. So that's cool. Um, our budget was high earlier because of electricity and water. We're purchasing a lot. Pretty much dropped that down to down and sort of now manageable. So yeah, so those are the key things that I really look at: population, how much money are we spending, and our budget. But as you go on, you discover there are also other things you would want to take a look at. So birth rate, death rate, employment percentage, which is going to be interesting. It's like a sad thing, really. In City Skylines, since we're based out of Harare, I'm essentially going to have it have a high unemployment rate, because unfortunately that is the situation in Zimbabwe. So going to try and model it as closely as possible to what is actually there in real life, both in Harare and in Zimbabwe. But yeah, this is our city. So this would be, I don't, is it Mazoe Road? I don't know. But you turn left, that's how you get to Mount Pleasant. But we're just going to like shortcut it, so that we don't like use a lot of road to get to the neighborhood, because it's quite a stretch. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, everyone, and for the comments, for the discussions. It was really cool hanging out with you. So catch you on the next one, where we hopefully fix some garbage issues that we have over here with our city.